Okay, so tonight I'd like to talk about this. I guess you can call it a series I'm starting on my adventures in School of Motions Cinema 4D Ascend. I mean, that is the intermediate class. They have Cinema 4D Base Camp, which I took 2 years ago, and got a lot. It's an excellent class. Their classes are different than, they're going to be more expensive than something like Udemy or, Skillshare or something like that. The reason is you get direct feedback. And that's why they are so good, because you get an assigned TA. The instructor himself, he does not really interact directly with the class as much, but he did all the videos, he prepared all the lessons. The TAs are the ones who you interact with. They look at all your work, everything you turn in, they give you feedback. And all these folks are professional artists who do real work. So I could see advantage of this to someone who wants to go into this field. Um, Doing a program something like this, um, versus, let's say, going to an art school, which is way more expensive. And some of the instructors may have not worked in the field for years. So, a little thing about School of Motion. But where it comes to you is that I'm going to talk about my experiences and show you some of the tricks that I've learned that they're teaching us. So, remember the other day we did volume modeling, hence the coffee cup up here. Now, this is our coffee cup. And one interesting thing that they taught us is in the volume builder. Let's see if I can find it. Was it the volume? There it is, the volume meshes, sorry. The adaptive, this parameter, it's default set to 0. And if you set it to 0.1, it makes a huge difference. And let me show you. It's set to 0.1 right now. And you can see I have a remesh, because the topology that comes out without it is not real pretty. So now I'm going to change this to 0. And you can see what happens. You can see you do get, you see it's kind of icky and there are poles and weird stuff going on. Now, if you change this to 0.1, okay, it's going to go this weird stuff while it's calculating. And you can see it's a lot cleaner. You're not having as many tears, and you might even, I know, I have not tried making it higher, but let's do that. Let's see what happens. Make it 0.2. I think 0.1 was better. That's why that is the, in fact, number they gave us. So this is kind of a cool trick. Now the other things, in some cases, not in this, I don't think so much, because you're doing you got a Boolean subtraction going on here. But let's you can, if you have something that does involve subtraction, like the examples he gave were all unions. So let me create a new thing here. So let's just take a cube, and let's say a cone. Okay, we got this cone here, and we're gonna bring this up out of the cube. Okay, so this is our object. what you can do here is, well, first of all, you can group them. And that would be, where is group? Group objects. And we'll call this object. And what you can do is in the, this menu, there is instance. So you create an instance. Now, if you were trying to use something weird, like, I ran into some problems with this on the thing I was working on, but now you have this instance. Well, guess what? You can, turn around and use your volume builder, and then do your volume measure, and there you go. Now what you want to do with the builder probably is take this down to 1, and you can even hide this, and you got this volume measure. And what gets even more interesting is you can do something like this. You can add fields and just give them a color. So I'm going to add the field you want to add is a shader field. And you see it's up there, but that's fine, because what you're going to do, and that's actually what you want, pull that in. You have the shader, and you need to make this objects below so it affects the object instance. Then as a shader, you can, let's go up here to do that. You can select a shader, and that could be any noise, doesn't matter. You could go in this noise and you can adjust it how you wish. Notice this makes it bigger, so you got that. You have your volume measure, and you have your shader. Now what you can do then is, I'm just going to add from Grayscale Gorilla one of their plus library. Why don't we do something, let's see what we got. All right, so we can then, we're using redshift. So let's go metal redshift, and let's see what we got. Oh no, we got brushed copper, and we can stick it on this volume measure. And actually, I think, at least, so now you have this. Now I'm going to duplicate the shader field here. Or actually, you can stick it under here. That's probably, it's not quite as, but you'll see in a minute what I'm doing. I'm going to come here, make a duplicate. Well, I have to hit Control, not Shift. All right. Now, with this, I'm going to go in here, and in the shader, there should be shader itself. down here, I think it is, there is, under strength, invert. Now watch this. I'm going to try a different, let's say, a white gold. And I'm going to replace this one. And look at that. So you can have an abstract shape. And now when he did the example, he actually brought in a invert field. Now I think I have not seen that, been able to find that in the current version, because he made the videos maybe with S24 or something. Of course, we're now on 2023. But these are some of the tricks I learned, and I think this is obviously appropriate for if you want an abstract design. You can also put smoothie and do other things. But of course, because you've kept your object intact, you can change this at any time. I don't believe, I guess you do need them on since you're using an instance. But you can see, this is just one of the tricks we learned in week 1. And so I think it's going to be very interesting. We're going to be getting heavy duty into Redshift rendering next week. And just out of curiosity, let's see what this thing looks like. You got to go to edit render settings and set it to, see, this is what I don't get. Okay, they own Redshift. Redshift pretty much comes with your Cinema 4D. Now maybe the cheapest purchase it doesn't, but you don't need to get it. You don't need to get Maxon 1 to get Redshift if you have Cinema. That much I know because I didn't have Maxon 1 until recently. So there you go. I got something. Obviously, I don't have any lights and stuff in here, but I think it came out looking pretty cool. I don't know why the white gold looks black. Maybe if I put a light in the matter, you've seen more of the white contrast, the white gold. So anyway, so far so good, and we'll be continuing to give you some tips and tricks and stuff and information as I learn in this class. So take care.